What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? I just dropped my phone. Oh my gosh. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Royal King Brian, aka Brian. You already know. My bad. I'm just getting text. I'm doing like three things right now. But what's going on, everybody that's live, and what's going on to everybody that's gonna watch this in the future? I'm leaving this up on the replay for anybody who wants to watch it later on. So this is another one of those 10-minute quick videos where I have a topic and I'm going to be talking about one specific topic. And this topic is basically going to be about stop talking yourself out of future opportunities. Stop talking yourself out of future opportunities. Now, what do I mean by that? Before I get there, make sure that you like this video. Make sure that you subscribe to everybody who's watching right now. Make sure that you do that if you're watching it later on. And let's keep going. Stop talking yourself out of future opportunities. So every single person who's able to watch this video, either you have internet, you have Wi-Fi, you have a phone, you have a laptop, you have some things that a lot of people in other countries and a lot of places do not have. You have an opportunity. That opportunity is technology, the internet. If you have access to internet, you can change your entire life just by knowing how to use your resources. And sometimes using those resources is you have to stop yourself from trying to do everything so fast and do everything so much and do everything completely by yourself. And you have to just take a step back and slow down. Have you ever heard that saying sometimes like doing less is doing more? Because when you're doing too much, you can't even think properly. You're so busy scrambling. You're so busy always with anxiety and like, I need to hurry that you don't have time to sit down and make the best decision, right? Sometimes you need to sit down for a few hours and just think things through, think scenario A, scenario B, scenario C, and go with the best decision. So what I see happens a lot is a lot of people, they talk themselves out of opportunities. Now, what do I mean by that? Everybody has hidden opportunities. We don't know what those opportunities are, right? But the reason why we don't know what these opportunities are is because we're comfortable in the situation that we are already in. So we want to change, we want opportunity, we want things to be different. Every day, people wake up like, man, I wish next week is going to be a better week. I wish next month is going to be a better month. But if you don't change, nothing will change. Does that make sense? You need to change in order for something to happen. I forgot what famous philosopher said. Expecting a different result while doing the same thing, that's insanity. So if you're saying, oh, next week is going to be different, but you do the same thing that you did this week, you're pretty much insane, because if you do the same thing, you're going to get the same result. Something needs to change if you want something to change, right? So you got to stop being comfortable. And what does that mean? I'm going to just give an example about myself, because who else am I going to give an example about? I wanted things to change. I wanted to be in a better situation. I wanted to be in a better quality of living. I wanted to just have a better life overall. And I wanted that for so long, but nothing really changed. I was living in the same place, in the same house, surrounded by the same people, having the same friends, having the same jobs, not doing nothing different. Everything was the same. So how was I going to get this massive, drastic change that I wanted out of my life? I needed to just sit back and decide, like, if I want a drastic change in my life, I want my life to change completely from how it is right now, I need to change. I need to change where I live. I need to change the people that I talk to. I need to change who I listen and take advice from. I need to change my habits. I have read more books in the year 2020 and 2021 than I have probably read the first 29 years of my life. I hated reading. I had to change the habits. Now, it wasn't reading. Now that I'm older, it wasn't reading that I disliked. It was the material that I was reading. If you give me something right now, see, I read a lot now, but if you give me something right now that I don't care about, I am not going to read it. I'm not going to remember it. I'm not going to retain it. If you give me something that I'm interested, if I find something that I'm interested, I will remember that, retain it, read it all over again, tell my friends about the book and everything, right? So you got to stop fearing change. A lot of people are like, oh, I want this, I want this, I want this. What are you willing to give up in order to get that? Sometimes you had to just give things up. I had to give being comfortable. I was way more comfortable in New York. I'm still uncomfortable living in California. I have to learn how to dress different. The food that I eat is different. Uh, I don't know anybody here. Like, I'm still getting to know people. That's uncomfortable. It's not comfortable, but it has opened up opportunities that I would have never got if I would have stayed comfortable. You have to be uncomfortable, right? In order to get those opportunities, right? I have gotten blessed with so many opportunities that I never would have gotten if I stayed in the same place, right? So stop fearing change. If you want something to change, stop being scared. Stop being so negative, right? Letting go of negative thoughts, letting go of negative language. Now I don't even know what's going on in the world if it's bad. I don't, because I turn it off. I don't watch the news at all. And when I watch the news, I pick and choose what I want to watch. I don't just be like, oh, this is on the news, let me sit down and watch this. No. If I see a headline and it doesn't align with my daily routine, if I see a headline and it doesn't go with what's going to make me happy, if it's not going to inspire me, I don't watch it. That's the beautiful thing, like I was saying before about technology. You don't have to soak up the information that you don't want to. Now you could pick and choose exactly how you want to live your life, the news that you want to hear. You could pick and choose the things that you want to do, the jobs that you want. You don't have to settle for anything. I don't have to settle for what the news is telling me I have to be listening to. I could pick and choose that, right? So let go of negative language, let go of negative thoughts. The second people start telling me negative things, it brings me down. And when I get brought down, my energy gets brought down. Now I don't want to do that, right? I don't want to do that. So this happens to a lot of people, and this is why personally for myself I cut a lot of people off. So you have to cut a lot of people off in your life that are negative, right? Negative minded, negative thoughts. That's not going to work. Why would you think that's going to work? That's really, really hard. Cool, I understand. And now I hope you understand why I don't talk to you no more, right? Because I want to be surrounded by people that are going to inspire me. Yo, do you want to do that? It's gonna be hard, but I got your back. You're gonna do that? Let's figure out how we could do it together. Oh man, that's interesting. I'm excited for you. How can I help? And even if they don't even offer the help, just the encouragement of like, oh, it's gonna go great. Whatever it is that you need from me, I'm here for you. That instead of, oh man, that makes me want to pick up the phone and talk to you more. That makes me want to call you and ask you for advice. Take your advice over somebody else's who advice was just gonna be like, like, why would he do that? And I'm pretty sure this happens to everybody. I'm pretty sure you have people in your life right now that are negative. That's why when some people like they call your phone or whatever, you look at the phone and you're like, I'm not picking that up right now. I'm having too good of a day. And I know if I pick up this phone, I'm gonna get some negative conversation. I'm gonna get into an argument and you ignore it, right? That's not what you want. You want to be around people that they call and you like, damn, I've been waiting to talk to this person. I haven't spoke to this, and then you pick up right away. Hello, you know. So let go of negative people, and you will attract positive people. Let go of negative people. Let go of negative thoughts, and you will attract positive thoughts. You will attract positive people. Now, what do I mean by that? I heard this beautiful example of fruits, right? So the example goes like this. There's 5 apples, right? 5 great, beautiful looking apples, right? And there's one, just one. There's 5 here. There's one rotten apple. It's rotten to the core right here, right? Now, what happens if you put this rotten apple here on this group? Now there's 6, right? Did you know that even though there's 5 like green, perfect apples, this one apple that's rotten will damage the other 5 apples, right? The worms and the everything, all the ants and all that stuff eating this one apple will eat away at these other 5 apples. And soon you will have 2 rotten apples, 3 rotten apples, to the point that all 6 apples are rotten. Even though the 5 are positive and beautiful and great, nice and shiny green, this one bad one will mess it up for everybody else. It's crazy. That's exactly how life works. It doesn't work like these 5 apples will make this one apple better. Once the apple is rotten, it's rotten. It's not coming back. But this one apple will mess up the circle. So that's exactly what happens in your life. You need to be more positive. You need to surround yourself with more positive people. And if you yourself are negative, you need to change that, because you might be the person that might be bringing other people down, right? So this is exactly how people talk themselves out of future opportunities, right? Because if people see you as that negative person, if people see you as that negative minded person, what's going to happen is there might be opportunity that presents itself. And because people don't want to associate with that one rotten apple, they won't bring that opportunity to you. This happens to me a few times. I go somewhere and I'm like super excited. I'm super excited inside. I'm like, man, I'm gonna tell this person something. And then I speak to somebody, the person that I want to speak to, and the first thing that comes out their mouth is how everything is wrong, how their life is messed up, how they can't get it together. Now, why would I give you an opportunity? You just made my whole day worse. I woke up having a great day. Why would I do that? I'd rather give the opportunity to somebody who's like, man, it's not going great, but I'm excited, I'm ready, I'm going to work today. Somebody that's more upbeat, because you're making me more upbeat. And if we have to work together, and we have to do a project together, we have to run a business together, we have to be in a relationship together, we both need to be upbeat, both of us, because I can't be the person always bringing you up all the time, all the time, all the time. That's just gonna exhaust me, right? That's that rotten apple scenario. So people talk themselves out of future opportunities, out of future jobs, just by being negative. You don't know who your future boss is. You don't know who your future employee is. You don't know who might be like, hey, I know somewhere that you could go and apply to. I know the owner. But because you're negative all the time, like, damn, I know the owner, man, but I don't think they hire him right now, because they don't want that relationship, the owner, to call like, damn, bro, the person you recommended, and they always upset about something, man. Like, they were just asking for a job, and now they upset that they working too many hours. They upset that they're being this, and they're upset. Come on, you just want somebody that's gonna be grateful. And a lot of people don't really know how many opportunities they are being. I mean, I can't think, because people texting me right now. My bad. People don't know how many opportunities they are missing just because of their negativity, right? So what can you do to improve that, right? This is one of the things I want to do, especially when it comes to these type of conversations. What can you do to improve that? What can you improve to be in a better situation? What can you do to put yourself in a better situation where people will want to give you opportunities, people will want to help you, people will want to listen to your conversations? And the best thing that you can do is be honest with yourself. That's number one. Are you being a downer? Are you bringing other people down without even knowing that you're doing it? It's not saying that you're doing it intentionally. Sometimes you hear people like, oh, I didn't know I was doing that. Well, you should talk to yourself about it. How would you like to receive the information, right? You could give the same exact information, two different tones. You could, Brian, you saw what's going on in the news, man. Brian, did you see what happened at work, man? Or Brian, did you see what happened at work? Brian, did you saw the news today, man? That's two different ways of saying the same exact thing, right? So you have to learn how to improve yourself, how to better yourself. Like that, you can improve the people that you're surrounded by. The people that you're surrounded by will now be excited to be around you, and they will give you opportunities when opportunities present themselves, right? I came to California, like I said, I got really uncomfortable, didn't know anybody, and I just been upbeat. Things go up, things go down. I don't post about the negative stuff. I don't talk about the negative stuff because somebody else might be going through a hard time and they just want to listen to some positive stuff. Somebody else might be depressed right now and like, why would I make their situation like, yeah, I agree with you. That's why life sucks. No, I don't talk about those things because I want to be that, oh man, life is hard, but you know what? Brian is inspiring right now. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna go do this thing, right? And that's how I like to receive my information, my news, my feedback. Sometimes I'm not having the best day, sometimes I'm not having the best month. Living in California has been a lot, right? But I have been presented with opportunities that if I didn't move to California, I would have never received in New York. And that goes for the same for everybody else. It doesn't have to be California, moving. You don't even have to make that big of a move. Even just changing to a better neighborhood, going to a better job, right? Just going outside and meeting people. What's one of the best ways to meet people is honestly going to Starbucks. Going to Starbucks has been amazing because of the people that go to Starbucks. They're there usually doing business, having a conversation, want to be away from a crowd, and they're not usually there. Like there's newspapers and Starbucks. People are like trying to do something positive, right? And that's basically how you got to think about your life. Put yourself in a situation to be surrounded by better opportunities, right? So that was basically it. Sorry, I got a lot going on today. I'm very, very busy today. But yeah, that's that conversation. I hope you guys like this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Thank you to the guys and girls and the ladies who are watching right now. Thank you for the thumbs up. If you are new watching this video, whether you're live or you're gonna watch this later on the replay, make sure you hit that subscribe. We're on the road to 1,000. We are 39 subscribers away. So we're getting closer basically every single time I upload a video. We're getting closer. I'm going to shoot a new video. Casey, I don't know yet. I'm gonna let y'all know before the video comes out. I got a new car, so I'm about to go make a video on that right now. But yeah, it's your boy Royal King Brian, aka Brian. And speaking of Starbucks, look what I did today. Went to Starbucks, and guess what? I met somebody that I didn't know today. Literally, while I was waiting for my coffee, somebody was like, "Hey, I like your t-shirt." They started off positive. Small note. I was like, "Hey, I actually made this shirt, like I designed this shirt myself." They're like, "Great, that's awesome. Like, what is it that you do?" And I was like, "Well, I'm not really from here. I'm from New York. I just moved here." New York? Wow, I've never been there. How is it? And we ended up exchanging numbers just for being positive. That guy, basically, he could have gone a different route. He could have said, "Oh, I hate that shirt." He could have just said nothing. And I wouldn't know who he is because I would have just ignored him, right? Now, there's opportunities that has been presented itself both ways. I might be able to help him out in the future with something just because he complimented my shirt. Or he might be able to help me out in some way or form that I don't know yet, right? So that's the future opportunity right there. And it all literally came from getting a coffee. Now, was it worth, like, Starbucks is expensive. It's like a $5 coffee. But to me, that opportunity, that hidden opportunity, which I don't know if it will ever be an opportunity, is worth more than $5, y'all. So don't let money stop you. Don't let negativity stop you. Put yourself in situations to win. Again, it's your boy Royal King Brian, aka Brian. Thank you guys for watching this video. This is way longer than I thought it was gonna be. Peace, y'all.